A tough, hard-fought game. St. Pete's did a good job. We got off to obviously a very bad start, but we clawed our way back in, and I thought we had chances down the stretch to take the lead, and just didn't get it done.
So Reggie, you've been in position for a bye here for a month,
Mm-hmm.
and now you wind up 7th.
Mm-hmm.
What's your reaction?
Just got to play. I mean, I don't, obviously you like to have a bye, but, sometimes, it doesn't work out and you don't get a bye. Listen, there's a lot of coaches around who would rather win the games and not get the bye because you're sitting there waiting. And there's obviously coaches who would rather have the bye. So until it all works out, you know who you're playing. It's just like, look, you just figure out a way, and it's that time of year. You take them one game at a time and see what happens.
I mean, there's been discussion among Canisius fans that, maybe 4th and 5th, avoiding certain teams, you'd be better off just playing. Did you give any thought to that heading into this?
No, I just was looking at this game. I really didn't. I know how that is when you're following a team. You want to think everything all the way through. The difference is when you're following a team, you have time to think that all through, as opposed to, when you're in the trenches with it, you just have to practice every day and watching video, and you're trying to really, get your team better, and that's all we can really focus on.
Crump, what do you think about that? I mean, you've been in position, you've been 3, 4, 3rd, 4th here, fighting 3rd, 4th, 5th for a month. Now you're 7th. What do you think about this finish?
We obviously want to win. We win those games, then we put ourselves in a good position, like you said, to get a bye. We fell short in those games. We fought a 7th, and we wait to see who we play.
What was the issue at the start? What kind of led you guys into falling into that hole?
We just weren't ready to play at the time. We dug ourselves a hole. Coach made subs. Subs came in, fought back into the game. We came in, made it a game.
What did you think about that, Reggie? Did maybe just senior day? Let's just
I think the
get
guys
some
that
hard work in there and see what happens.
I think the guys that came off the bench did a great job. Obviously, the guys who started weren't ready, and I didn't think the energy was very good. So I just got them all out. But I think the guys who came off the bench got thrown in all at once very early in the game, and I think they did a great job.
St. Peter's is obviously a really good defensive team. How do you think the ball moved today on offense, and just how do you think the ball has been moving in general the last week or two?
I think that we are constantly fighting ourselves to move the basketball. We're this. You wouldn't think that from a team. I don't know where we are in the country in assists right now. You probably know better than I do. But you would think that. I'm sure that I have a group of coaches that will call and at some point in the off season, and they won't believe that. But it's a constant fight. And today we moved the ball some, and when we did, we got good shots. We certainly didn't make every good shot, neither did today, although they shot a great percentage. But when the ball moves, we have a better chance to score. And but it's a constant battle, Mark, to get everybody to buy into that, moving the ball and moving bodies. And I don't know why, but it's a shame because when the ball moves, guys actually play better. And when it doesn't, they actually play worse. But for some reason, it's a fight.
I mean, you think, I'm not looking for you to make an excuse or offer you one, but I mean, if you still have a team, you got a team with 4 seniors who played together for 3 years, maybe it's easier to be consistent about that.
Yeah, maybe I just, I guess it's, the frustrating part is, though, that if I'm performing better when I do whatever it is, then I want to keep going back to that. If I'm not performing as well when I do whatever it is, then I want to stay away from that. And when you make it more difficult than that, then you're sometimes making it too difficult for yourself to be successful. So I just, that's the frustrating part. But we'll move on and fight the next day.
Isaiah, you had 5 steals. Just kind of what do you think went right for you on defense, or talk about trying to get some steals and make something happen on defense?
I just felt like today my duty was just to really bring energy. So I feel like I was after it everywhere. So could have a chance in the game. So I was just everywhere.
The season long though, you've been good at that. Is that something you were good at high school?
Yeah, I've always been good at reading things, trying to. I like pre-planning what people are gonna do, so then that's what I do. I'm good at reading things.
Reggie, he's gonna wind up 6th in the league in steals, even though he's not a starter 20 minutes a game. Just what do you think about his ability to execute?
I don't look at him as not being a starter, only because he's in at the end of a lot of games. He's been in at the end of a lot of games. But I think he's done a great job. I think he's done a great job for Canisius College. And, I think his future is bright.